Hi, my name's Mary. I'm making this video to celebrate finishing my first ever mini album. Here it is here, and it's called Celebrate. I made it from some downloadable papers. They're designed by Connie Prince at My Memories, and they're called Celebrating Her. I'm making this album for my 11-year-old great niece. So I thought the colours on these papers would be very suitable for an 11-year-old girl. I hope she likes it. I've put some fibres down the side. These were just from my stash. The colours aren't too bad. It's amazing what you can find when you look around. And I've put on a couple of charms, a few beads and a star. The papers are designed for digital scrapbooking, but they've worked well for this mini album, printing out the papers and printing out the embellishments to cut out. The themes of the set are stars and flowers, so I was pleased to find this little star charm in my stash. I cut out some of the stars to embellish the front, and I also cut out this Celebrate word art and mounted it on a Spellbinder's fancy die cut die. I cut out another star to hold the first of my mini tags. It's a very small scrapbook, so the tags are also pretty small. Here's the first one. One of another cut out star, bit of stickles round a bit of backing paper. Oh, I keep forgetting to hold it in front of the camera. Here's the star, stickles round the backing paper, and a little bit of journaling inside. This journaling tag is part of the Celebrating Her set, and because it's digital I was able to resize it and make several different sizes of tags with it. The tag itself is made with a Nestabilities, Spellbinder's Nestabilities label set. I've used that quite a lot too. Trying to get out the next tag. It's used a smaller version of the Celebrate word art, another little star, and a very tiny journaling space on the back. If this were me doing this, writing up this particular album, I'd say what I was journaling about on the back of this one. I've put a belly band down the page as well, backed with a little bit of paper lace made with a Martha Stewart punch, and one of the flowers from the digital art. It's holding another tag. This one I've made on screen using the digital art as it was designed to be used. Had to put a bit of something on it though, it wasn't too flat by itself, so I put another of the flowers and a little pink button. I found a pack of pink buttons in my stash again. I thought they'd be perfect to go with this set. I rather like how they've turned out. Inside I've made a little pocket with a bit of the paper and another little tag. There's the star and the tiny journaling. One of the things I'm not entirely happy with how I've done this are these acetates that I've used between the pages. I've used more of the word art on these, but it doesn't show up at all in the fancy pages. This one says party. I wonder if Caitlin will find this. Probably she won't. The next page I've done a pocket across the bottom with a bit of lace and another button from the stash, finished it off with a bit of bling. The folder tag is made with another of the Spellbinder's labels. Flower, bit of bling, some more of these pink buttons, they'll be everywhere. And a place for a picture and a little bit of journaling. I forgot to say that I had this wonderful inspiration when I was making this album. I thought, why not make it with envelopes from the enormous stash that I had? Original idea, eh? Until I went back on YouTube and found how many thousands of envelope albums there are out there. So in the first envelope, this little folder. Another flower with some stickles, buttons, no stars here though. Inside a couple of pockets. Inside the first one was a very plain little tag. I like the effect of the stickles with these flowers though. And a long tag in the back pocket with stars and bling again. Oh, and a heart-shaped paper clip. I bought that in IKEA. I'm planning to put a little note for Caitlin in here explaining about this strange birthday card. She might get a little gift card in there as well. Oh, difficult to get back in. There we go though. On to the next page. The envelopes I made this album with are lovely pink shiny. It's a bit of a waste actually because they've all been covered up with papers in the background. But I did have some pieces left over and I made these corners. There's another flower and a bit of bling in the middle of that as well. This is a button themed page. A couple of simple tags with spaces for journaling. Here's the next acetate. This one says wish. Oh, catching the light there. There we go. They're quite good and they protect the individual items on the pages from sticking to each other. This one, first one was a corner pocket and this one's just a little pocket on the side. Bit of lace there as well. I bought that at Hobbycraft. Another plainer file with a stamped flourish on the side. This one's got another flower, a journaling tag, and a little tag in here with space for a picture and some more journaling. I've edged this pocket with another Martha Stewart punch and used a metal buckle on here. I've tried to colour that buckle but not brilliantly successfully. I think I'll have to improve my technique there. Oh, and now we're at the other envelope. It's quite a small album, this one. This one says another folder, opening this way, and quite plain in the inside. Big space for a photograph here, and a little space for journaling here. I hope I've got that on screen. There we go. These buttons do look pretty on there. And the last section of pages. Another pocket. This one's layered up with some papers, a bit of the Martha Stewart handmade lace and some bling. This one's got a card with another belly band and just a simple tag stuck in there. The last acetate. This one says cake. Be nice if Caitlin found out the pictures on them, but I don't suppose it matters. And the last page. Another folded card. I've obviously liked that on this theme. Here are the stars again, the buttons and the bling. And on the inside, another little pocket and another tiny tag. They have to be tiny to fit in this size of album. Oh, what did I say? A place for journaling on the top. That's rather nice. And one final tag. I left the bottom of this folder unstuck and put this last tag in the back. Can you spot the deliberate mistake here? Punched the wrong side of this cover sheet on my bind-it-all, didn't I? I hadn't thought when I was punching it that with these hearts facing this way, it had to be punched on this side. But I've covered it with a bit of ribbon. It's not the most beautiful, but there you go. So that's my first album, my first terrifying experience of doing a video, and I hope that Caitlin likes it. Bye.